are separated here just because they're that wee bit younger and we don't want anyone to get squished or get hurt in the race. So cows go down first and then they get their lepto jab under the skin and their BVD into the muscle. Then they're going into the crush where Davy is clipping their tails. Cows are getting their annual lepto vaccine and BVD. And then Davy's also clipping their tails. Just keep them nice and tidy as they'll be inside and they'll be going back to the bull in the next sort of couple of weeks. And then let back out before the calves come round behind and they will be getting their jab also under the skin. So they just come up round just themselves. Like I say, we just don't want any of them to get hurt. So they go in behind the cows and then once they've had their jab, they get let back out and go back with their mothers again. Cows all done, calves all done. The sun is shining, it's extremely mild, so they are going back outside. So taking the next batch in here, just as they've calved, they've been put into fields in roughly 20s. So just take them in. Nice, it's a nice number to have at a time, and then once they stay inside permanently they will be put into slightly bigger batches for the bulls going back in. So again, cows in first, followed by calves behind. Now there is also a wee bit of roaring because they've been separated, but this obviously is not for a long period of time either, and it is for the safety of the calves. So like I say, we try and do it as quickly but as safely as possible, but just making sure that nobody gets hurt in the process. All those lovely clean tails. And here are the calves just patiently waiting. So as you can see, some of these are limmies and some of these are charolais. So this is just a batch of some of the heifers, and there is 3 sets of charolais twins in here as well. This is an example of why we like to clip the cow's tails. So you can see this one's just a wee bit dirty, a wee bit skittery up the sides and at the bottom. So just give her a nice trim and just do her hips as well, just to keep her a wee bit tidier when she comes inside. All done and all back together, so they're heading back outside also. So as I said, it's just a wee bit milder, so going to pop them back out and hopefully can keep them out for a few days yet. Now time to tidy up all this pass is too small, too low for any machinery that we've got. So just hand scraper to clean it all out, and then we'll get the loader bucket here and then just scoop it into the loader bucket and then over the muck spreader. Yeah, joys of old buildings. Job done. Now just to do this half. So down here along S bend, give the crusher clean. So wind finally picked up, but oh my goodness, it's mild today. Definitely too warm for the legging attire, but so as you can see, when you're working with cattle at this time of year, grass goes straight through them, so their poop is very thin, as you just saw by that pass. So they splash, they sitter, and then they sometimes dribble it down their tail and then fling their tail everywhere, so you get absolutely clarted. Yeah, just the joys. So there's a nice breeze coming here, I'm just enjoying that. After cleaning that first pass. But it's fine to do it when it's fresh as well, because obviously otherwise it gets hard and dry and nightmare. So it's fine to do it fresh after they've been through. So we like to do this just to obviously, you know, keep this bit clean for when we next work with the cattle. You're not getting shit flung at you basically. So it just keeps everything a bit cleaner and tidier. I have 60 tonne to shift around here. This is going to take a while. That's all the barley shifted round. So about 60 tonne I think there is, which will get used for our spring-born calves and autumn bulling cows throughout the winter. So this is all that we grew this year. As I've said before, we didn't grow any malting. So we've just kept it all for ourselves and bruised it. As you saw, the bruiser came the other day. So it just finely squeezes the barley. We don't want it too fine, so it goes to like flour, but we don't want it to be not cracked enough either. So you can see that it's just sort of squeezed a wee bit and no more. So that'll be perfect for the calves. They'll be able to digest that and get the goodness out of it. We've also put prop corn through it, so that's an acid which preserves it through the winter. Moisture was 19% and between 19 and 21. So considering the weather that we've had, you know, that wasn't too bad. We are well through autumn calving now, so I have two currently calving. This was one of them. So this calf's just fresh out, as you can see. So I'm just popping a wee bit of straw up his nose just to tickle it, just to get him to cough and get those lungs working. Can also pop a wee bit of water in the calf's ear as well. That gets the calf's head to shake. That's also a good wee trick to have up your sleeve as well. Welcome to the world, big man. Then my second cow calved, and she calved a lovely heifer calf as well. You can just see her wee white tail there popping out, so just watching her here to make sure that she's on and sucking, make sure she's getting that all important colostrum. Then the following day we got a very exciting delivery of our new bulling heifers. So as I mentioned before, we used to buy all of our bulling heifers out of the Republic of Ireland, but this year, springtime and now the autumn, we have sourced our heifers locally. So this is the selection that Dad and I went up and picked. So we have 21 heifers here joining our herd for the autumn. So our Limousin bull will be going in with these heifers very shortly. Usually these heifers will go up onto our hill where they will be bulled outside, but due to our Limousin bull being, well, he's coming on for 11 years old now, we're going to bull these heifers inside this winter, just as we've got the extra space as well now from the new shed. We thought it would be easier on him to potentially bull them inside, but there is also the risk that having him inside, lameness, injury from being in the muck. But we will just have to keep an eye on it. Brace bar back in the crush as well, just to save the heifers going down. Job done. So just slides into that crossbar there, and then just the 2 bolts at the front hold it, and then that stops them from being able to sit down in the crush. So same as the cows, these heifers are also getting their tails tidied up, just giving them a nice clean tidy up, and then they're also getting their BBD and lepto jabs and a wormer. Look at all those lovely clean tails. So they will be staying inside as I've mentioned, and we will pop the Limousin bull in. 11 years old and still looking as fit as ever. Well, I think that is it for this one. I hope you have enjoyed it as always. It has been a very busy, very hectic week, but really good. Enjoyed speaking to a couple different groups this week about our farm and my social media channel, so that was really good. Great conversations, great to meet new and old faces and have lots of great conversations. So thank you to both of those groups for asking me to come along and talk at them. So I am enjoying a nice quieter evening tonight. The beasts are all inside, everyone is happy. It is very, very windy outside, but it is dry, which is the main thing. So I think that's it for this one. Thank you as always for watching. I hope you have enjoyed it, and we shall catch you for the next one.